Okay guys, I got another fill a yard from Spoonflower, and as I've mentioned before, I use this method to help me proof my designs. Before offering them for sale, Spoonflower requires you to proof your designs, and if you do it one at a time, it costs about $5 a design. But if you do it like this, you can save a significant amount of money. And you get like 42 of them. So I'm just going to go over real quick what I got and what I'm going to do. I got corsets. These were vintage illustrations, and I made them into a pattern. So they looked like this, and then I wanted to add a few different colored backgrounds like the patina, and I wanted something crazy that you wouldn't expect to see vintage patterns in. The biggest thing I noticed is that on the darker color backgrounds, so the maroon and the black, this corset right here, maybe the tops here, the lines are a little thin. I could use for bolding those up. Over here, I got my tail fin designs, so I offered them in 5 different colorways. I ordered 3 yards of the other one, but then I got these 4, which is the 60s color scheme, more of a 50s color scheme, a black and white, and then I wanted to try something different, so I did a black and white where the only color was the lights and the chrome of the fins. I really like how it turned out. I really like these. They're one of my favorite patterns right now. So stoked with how they look. Then I created some Halloween patterns. So I got these stripes, I distressed them, I added splatters, I made them grungy, and I did them in orange and black, white and black, and then I did the same thing but with skulls. Over here, I got some scallops that I created. So I have this 1920s flapper scallop, which I thought was rather clever because the scallops is also a 1920s pattern. Then I did some tombstones. After I uploaded and ordered these, I was dealing with a time crunch to get a discount in time. I decided I really didn't like them, that I could do them a lot better, and so I went in and I changed everything, and it looks a ton cooler now. Over here we have my Moroccan Pots. You can't tell in the green one from the video, but the contrast is really bad. The pots blend into the background, so I need to fix that so that in real life you can definitely see the pots on the background. But I offered them in 4 new colorways. I got the blue, orange, purple, and green. Over here we're going to talk about my pinups. I've done this pinup girl pattern before. I did her on a black background, so I wanted to offer on blue because that's a sky background. Then I decided to make her Christmassy by adding the snowflakes, heels, and then a Santa outfit, and I did that in a green and red, interchanging throughout the pattern. I also did it in more of a military design, where she's got the green skirt and the khaki shirt. I did her on a riveted steel background, and then I did just the riveted steel background. I need to make these grays a little bit darker so they read as steel. Over here, I went with one of my quirky patterns. I created a children's craft. You might remember from kindergarten, preschool, you guys made necklaces or other craft, and you did it all with colored macaroni. So I got the bright colored macaroni here. Then I have the black and white so that it can be colored yourself, or you can wear it while going through a fun run and it'll color for you, or whatever. And then I got the cheesy macaroni, just for the people that like the really odd stuff, like me. I did my shark scallops again. You might have seen these last time. I did them for my daughter. They had lipstick and they had jewelry on. I decided just keep the colors, take away the lipstick, take away the jewelry, so that the people that like the girlier colored sharks but didn't want all the frills could still get the pattern. Talking about the oddball patterns again, I got my floating plastic bags. I thought it was a cool design. It's sort of reminiscent of, say, American Beauty. I thought this would make a great dress shirt. It's just something no one else will have. It's weird, but it looks pretty. And then over here I got a chevron that I did in a taco. The biggest thing about this is I really need to change the yellow of the shell so that it looks more natural. But what else with this design? I really like how the chopped up tomato turned out. I was really uncertain how that was going to happen. It ended up coming out great. I did a Christmas plaid. I love the colors. I think if I offer it in a slightly larger size, it'll be more useful for everyone. Over here, I did a ditzy gold coin print. I also did some polka dot patterns. I did some red yarn hearts, and then I did a skull yarn bowl. I really like them. These two I really think I need to make smaller. I did my paper airplane design. If you check out my latest blog post, I talk about the paper airplanes. I decided to make them Christmassy because the holidays are coming up. Then over here, again, I got some classic patterns I did, but I made them Christmassy. So I got, well, this one was a Christmassy pattern, but I decided to give it a green background instead of the white background that I had before. I did a plaid with sloths hanging off bits of the plaid. I decided, hey, let's make it in Christmas colors. Let's give them Christmas hats. My narwhals, I decided to do them. Give them Christmas hats. And in the background, you'll see snowflakes. This is a lighter blue, so the snowflakes are pretty subtle. Then I did some dog paw prints. And this is actually one of my best sellers on the site Redbubble is the blue line canine paw. And so I decided, what if I made an all-over print that features the paw with the blue line through it? It can really apply to that market. Hopefully people dig it. And last but not least, this I call my Houndstooth of the Dead because I turned the basic Houndstooth pattern, but I crammed a skull in there. Well, I decided to do it in an orange and black pattern since the holidays are coming up. Halloween's right around the corner. I really like how it ended up turning out in the orange and black. I couldn't be happier with it. Once again, this is my Philly art, and I'm glad you guys took the time to go over it with me. See you next time. Bye.